I know you know him.
Yeah.
I know you are more personally aware of this person, and we transition to the actual screen. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dying of Exsanguination Presents Curse of Strahd. For those in the live chat, they know congratulations is in order for one of our chatters. But I'm more curious now that I have all the Strahd Quad back. How you doing, Strahd Quad? How we doing today on this beautiful Monday, February 9th? Let me hold up a
Alive and well.
Cozy.
cozy.
Doing great.
Cozy.
It's almost Friday.
It's almost Friday. That's very nice of you to say. It's almost Friday, right?
It's Friday somewhere.
Friday, statistically, it's close to a Friday in either direction. But we are here not for Fridays, but instead, in fact, it's always Tuesday in Barovia, is what I've decided. Not quite Monday, definitely not quite Wednesday, middle of the week, and it's all downhill. Just smack dab in the most depressing day.
Does Barovia have a TGI Tuesdays?
I mean, if you say it in character in game, probably. God, it's
I'm gonna ask Esther.
Yeah. But we are back. We are gonna start off with a little recap, and then we're gonna dive back, not immediately back into the tension we left off last episode. Last time on Curse of Strahd, the group decided to head out toward the village of Barovia, specifically to meet the Burgomeister, Kolion, to kind of get the marching orders, lay of the land. It's sort of like the standard modus operandi, nothing Belladonna isn't familiar with. And while traveling, they met some delightful crows, which they fed on the way out of the woods, and managed to avoid getting too close and personal with a number of scarecrows, one who gave them a nice little friendly wave. They chat. There was a chat. There was a walking TED talk from Belladonna about carpenter bees and beekeeping and apiary apiist related stuff, and just a nice kind of not sunny but easygoing morning stroll on into the village of Barovia, to which they were greeted by the haunting screams of someone somewhere off in the distance, or sobbing, I believe it was. And
Yes, it was weeping.
he was weeping and sobbing. Looked around and kind of got a good instinct for the dilapidated buildings and the boarded up windows of many places. And they made their way to the Burgermeister's home and, seat of power for this little village. Finding the door barred and an unwelcoming voice on the other side, and after failed many a kick attempt, they circled around the building, suspecting all manner of conspiracy, what with the claw marks, scorch marks, and paw marks all around it. Managed to find their way into the back window, sneak about the home, look around for various valuables, and see the back of a well-armored person at the other side of the door with a full, kind of wood and iron strapped old school door locking device. We'll call it the deadbolt of the era, if you will. And managed to sneak their way upstairs, searching around and discovering that surely there was a dead body, and as sure as they could be, that dead body was behind one of the doors. So they looked everywhere else. They found some art, they found some poetry, they found some casual weapon interests and such, and then they found that they had to look at the dead body. Cautiously going in, they saw a coffin in the center of the room with a body covered in flowers, a beautiful painting of a paternal figure with two children that did not look related to each other, staring grimly like in focus directly at the onlooker, while the paternal figure smiled happily. I believe Belladonna jumped onto the body Was that you, Belladonna? Yeah, jumped onto the
Yeah.
body and shook
course
it.
it was Belladonna.
I straddled the corpse and shook him and said, "Tell me everything you know."
Yeah, and at that close-up look, found that was indeed the body of Colion, the burgermeister of the town, dead, and with after knowledge of the armored figure coming upstairs, Scratch and Mwezi-Mwezi made preparations for whoever was coming down that door, which they came through, which they came through with a big old boot kick, because that's how you open doors in Barovia, boot first. That's just tradition. Everyone just boot kicks doors. But we didn't have Esther's player. So we're going to rewind a little bit and hit a couple of these beats. Sunfye. Esther was traveling relatively quietly along with the group. Oh, somebody might have hid their thing, which
I'm still here.
up the overlay.
My bad.
It's okay.
Come on, turn it back on.
There we go.
Okay.
Yes.
Nonetheless, Esther, while you were traveling along the road to toward the village of Barovia, amongst the crows and eventually the scarecrows, what is Esther occupying their mind with that keeps them from too much casual conversation? Certainly verbal head nods, engagements, thoughts, it can be there, but what was Esther occupied with at that time?
I think mostly just the general concern of what she's gotten herself into here. She's not particularly a fighter. She doesn't really burgle. She mostly steals in like a cool like white collar way, and she's never like been like this is truly, she's like, oh no, they're gonna know I'm a fraud, like I can't. She's like, she has a weapon overly bedazzled to its own detriment, and it's so clearly she's on like the precipice of exposing herself for being just a total fraud, and if I'm honest, a terrible cleric. And yeah, I think she's the less she says right now, the better, and also she's trying to figure out how she's gonna survive here.
As you are lost in thoughts and trying to keep a low profile of not being exposed, can I have the group, and this is almost like a passive passing thought, so you don't have to roll this, but everyone but Esther, please roll an perception check for me, please.
13.
6.
13 for Scratch, 6 for Mwezi-Mwezi.
Ooh, and you said perception
Yes.
or 17 for
17.
Belladonna.
You all haven't known each other long enough to really have strong opinions about each other other than what you've seen. And Esther being exposed as a potential fraud, whatever that might mean to them, it's not a thought other people have about this person. They are an older lady with a bedazzled mace that everyone can see is bedazzled. And so I think you all are seeing, it's like, oh, look at this old worshiper of worshiper of the Morning Lord. It's an older lady. I don't know if I would expect an older lady to just be a badass fighter in any situation. So I think that generally all of you kind of just see in classic anxiety moves. Esther is worried that you're going to see that Esther's like a fraud of some kind. And none of you know what a good cleric should be. Certainly not Belladonna from living in Barovia. And
God of the morning. What? I'm no clue.
yeah, and then Mwezi-Mwezi
I am going
and
to
Scratch.
follow Sister Esther to the ends of the earth.
Yeah.
She is filling.
But like, she seems fine. However,
Scratch just sees a fellow traveler.
just another person living life. However, well, in this, as the party moved into the village of Barovia and moved toward the Burgermeister's house, and after watching Belladonna try to kick down the front door and then having to sneak, Esther, while you are sneaking and somehow successfully sneaking with this group, burgle resume absence notwithstanding, is there any kind of other than or is there any kind of like thoughts at the forefront that are really like pressing in Esther's mind while you kind of creep around?
There was only one the entire time as I was watching back the session. And that is, do I think that Scratch's character from the radio was a successful, like, burglar? Or, like, do I, like, have a concept that, like, Scratch is not a successful burglar, like, as the character? Because we're putting a lot of faith in this moment into this cat.
All right, Esther, give me a history check on this.
It's a 7.
A 7. Well, you know that Scratch did crimes during the show. You remember that crimes were done during the show, radio drama that you listened to. And you know that they used to carry the secret of pretending, along with 2 other cohorts, to be a giant, like, Goliath character inside of Champion Armor, when in fact they were 3 small-sized creatures inside of Champion Armor. So you know they know how to lie and hide enough to get in and out of Champion Armor. You remember that, but you don't remember much other details about whether or not Scratch was particularly specifically good at this. But they are a cat. You know, if anyone's going to be good at burgling, it's going to be a cat or a monkey. Like, those are the 2 main burgling animals. There's crows as well, owls. Lots of animals steal, is what I'm saying. And there are more animals. Ferrets, musculads.
There's a lot.
It's pretty much every animal takes.
Not well, probably. Not well's probably.
No, you starting with like the only 2 actually redacted all animals steal.
We journey. When
They'll
you don't
steal
have an
your wallet,
interior,
they'll steal your job, they'll steal your woman.
Listen, if you leave, anything on a table or floor that even the most loyal of animal dogs can get to, they will get to it when you're not looking, and they will take it.
Anything under 3 feet high in this world belongs to the animals.
Yeah, it does.
That's our fault.
Yep. And that is
That's why we put them in sky jail, because now they belong to us. You're above 3 feet in the air.
Yeah, when we lift them up, they're in sky jail. Yeah, that's a great way to consider cradling an animal. It's like, oh no, I'm in sky jail. I can't go anywhere. But yeah, so eyeballing Scratch, they seem relatively capable of this. More capable. The group seems pretty good at creeping about. More capable than you would necessarily think of Mwezi-Mwezi simply due to their size. The rest of you are fairly slight and limber of build, and Mwezi-Mwezi, though not overtly husky, is thick. And powerful and strong and big, and also, you know, not to prejudge, but dogs aren't known for their stealthiness usually, and they seem to be some part of dog. Yeah, and now in the seconds before this door is kicked down, Esther, well, Belladonna is shaking a dead corpse and everything, and you can hear the thudding of this very armored woman coming upstairs, or a person who you discover to be a woman coming upstairs Does Esther do anything to prepare? Do they have any kind of initial fight or flight response?
Belladonna got it absolutely so correct. She is just standing, mace in hand, in the far back, shaking.
Perfect.
Nervous.
So, the beat that we left off on was a woman in like breastplate and pauldrons, beautifully carved red scarf, kind of long dark hair, brown skin, definitely identifiable very much as an adult version of the younger girl in the family portrait. Sword leveled out towards you after she booted, yelling at you that she will not put up with more tricks from Strahd. That is what happens. I think it's important, even though I suspect it's not really going to happen. I think it's important that we do roll initiative here. So let us roll initiative for this.
Firebolt.
16 for Belladonna.
16 for Mwezi-Mwezi.
And for Esther.
My dex is 12.
Yeah, what's your dex, Mwezi-Mwezi?
Oh, my dex is 14.
14. So Mwezi-Mwezi would be first on that paired 16. What did you get, Scratch?
16.
16 as well. What's Scratch's
Got it
dex?
rolled. Scratch's dex is 15.
15. Okay, so Scratch technically would go first. Then Mwezi-Mwezi. Then Belladonna. And then Esther. Three of you rolled a 16.
Yeah, we're all pretty keyed up right now. We're all on top of it. We're waiting.
We were waiting.
Fully prepared.
You were waiting. And just looking at it. So, who is closest?
I guess I'd probably have to be either me or Scratch, and probably me expecting a fight.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yes. Yeah, Scratch was just kind of like hanging out in the middle of the room, not really close to anything, just kind of watching it happen and realize it. Because she was ready for like some sort of lich or something, but just seeing that it was a regular dead body, she was just kind of like, wait, like everything happened real fast. So she's just like, ah.
All right. You would doubt, or you would make more mockery of my father's death by sending your goons, Strahd. This person.
Exactly like a minion of Strahd to say.
What is your AC? What is your AC, Mwezi-Mwezi?
13.
All right. With an 18 on their initiative, Arena
yeah.
goes first, and Arena then sees the largest potential threat, some sort of wrong werewolf, and then goes to thrust her saber into Mwezi-Mwezi. That is going to be 5 hit points of piercing damage as they launch it into your torso and then quickly swing back or pull it back into a defensive stance.
That's cool.
And defensive stance. And now, with that first stab and first blood drawn, it is Scratch's turn.
Sorry, the image is killing me, just getting stabbed. Ugh. That's cool. Okay, so Scratch doesn't reach for a weapon or anything. She just goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. We're not agents of Strahd. And that's her turn.
All right, give me a persuasion. I almost said persuasions or deception, but it's not a deception. Persuasion check from Scratch.
Alrighty. Not my best, but I rolled a D&D Beyond, but it gave me a 19.
19. Do you it's like 19. She takes pause for a moment, looks at you and squints her eyes. All right, she thinks. In this moment, Scratch, you know that this person is completely as keyed up as the rest of you. You can see the bags under their eyes, tired from crying, and hyper vigilance. And you know that maybe it caused them to take a beat, but you don't feel they're convinced. This is where above table, I tell you that that there is a certain number of successes you need to convince Arena at this point that you are not, in fact, agents of Strahd. Agents of Strahd. A nat
Makes
20
sense.
will cut it all the way through. So if you get a nat 20, it's not a particularly high number, but it does go up if you attack Arena, if you do things to make her think, I don't know.
Yeah.
I do have a contingency plan for if you kill Arena. So, which would be a very interesting choice in the Curse of Strahd campaign. But I do have a contingency plan for that. So know that is not off the table. She may, with some particularly bad rolls, become a problem you have to deal with. But as with all of my games, you can always apply damage as non-lethal if you just want to knock her out.
Quick question,
yeah.
actually. So I may have changed my mind on that being my full turn, because speaking is a free action, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Quick. Do I have any idea if, like, casting a necromancy school spell would create suspicion?
I'm going to say you need to roll a Arcana or Insight check, your choice.
All right.
And just don't
I'm
get a
gonna go
1
with
or a
Arcana.
2 on the die.
All right. That is 22.
You are trying to put together the things, and I think you would be like, necromancy would probably cause some fashion of suspicion. I think you would quickly put together, there simply must be undead things. I mean, you already know there's vampires.
Okay.
And so necromancy is not necessarily a choice.
I was asking because I had a choice between Cure Wounds or False Life, and False Life is basically free once per long rest.
You could
So I
do
was gonna
false
go with
life.
that.
That's not exactly the same thing. Necromancy in the terms of like fucking around with undead and stuff like that. False
Right,
life
okay,
is fine.
okay.
That would not be seen there. I'd
Right.
say you rolled a high enough Arcana to understand that's necromancy, but it's not seen in the same light.
Okay, cool. In that case, I use False Life on Mwezi-Mwezi for 8 healing.
That moves me all the way back up to the top.
Sorry, not 8 healing. 8
Temp HP?
temp HP.
Yeah.
Oh,
My bad. That's my turn.
So
that's even better.
who was next? I think Mwezi-Mwezi was next. So Mwezi-Mwezi, with Belladonna on deck, this person
So
just stabbed
Mwezi-
you.
Mwezi yelps and like does a little. No, we are not with Strahd. We are not with Strahd. Please stop.
You give me a persuasion check, please, Mwezi-Mwezi.
11.
11. That like the Strahd witch said, exactly what a Strahd agent would say. An 11 is not a high enough number for a successful unit, but it's not a low enough number to make them more suspicious. It is just middling.
That was just the base.
That was just you talking. Do you want to do any actions or bonus actions or movement?
Hold up here. Okay, then yeah, I'll actually just begin to dodge.
No, you
Because
take
I'm
the
not
dodge
gonna
action to.
try to attack her and all of that. Like
Okay.
I have to show non-hostile intent.
Yeah, so you're keeping it limber, keeping the dodge up, hands up, head bobbing. Belladonna, it is your turn.
I am going to search the corpse for evidence.
All right.
I'm fully patting him down. I don't even care. I'm looking for anything. Yes. What kind of check would you like me to make?
It should be clear that I love failure.
Yeah, I know. Let me think about what.
And just as a reminder, so everybody is apprised because it happened 2 episodes ago, but it does apply here. And finally, I am still currently under level 3 exhaustion.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So you're taking a -3 to your checks here.
Yeah, and I think attack rolls, right? Saving throws.
Yeah,
like
pretty much
anything
everything.
D20?
Anything that you roll
Yeah.
d20 on -3. So I am gonna say this is going to be it's going to be your choice. You can do Arcana, Medicine, Nature, Investigation, or Survival.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with survival.
All right.
Gonna be a 9.
You search through this rifle through this dead corpse's pocket and jackets and do that. He's definitely dead, but the undead also can smell dead. He's not responding to you yet. He has very little on him. You find a pocket watch, but it just seems like a pocket watch. And then you find like a small kind of black and white, very old looking photograph. And when I say old looking, I mean the photograph itself is a little bit older, but like earliest eras of photography, stand still for 20 minutes photos. Of that is not dissimilar to the picture, the portrait of the family in painting form on him. But otherwise, you find very little else on this body of this Burgomeister with a 9.
Oh well.
Oh well. Do you do anything? Yeah, there's not much on him.
Yeah, no, I'm fully locked into searching for evidence. I'm convinced that this guy maybe he's not dead, or maybe he is dead, and that means there has to be evidence here somewhere.
I suppose
means he
you
must
don't
have an
feel
incriminating
pulse.
journal upon him.
Yeah, you don't. You feel no pulse. You do that. I suppose even with a 9, with you taking the time to look up close, he does have makeup on. As if he has been prepared for burial and mourning in a way that your average undead person wouldn't. But like he's got the clothes on. Do you try to get under his clothes or anything like that? Do you try to open up his shirt or anything?
I don't know. You know what? Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
yeah.
Do you feel like
On a first
Belladonna would
date?
go full autopsy and be like, let me see if you're really dead, kind of thing. Yeah.
No, again, I don't think at this point it might not be quite as much again that she's convinced he's undead. She might be pretty convinced he's a corpse now, but then also again she's looking for belongings, but if she hasn't
Belongings.
found anything
Yeah.
in all his pockets, like obvious to check in for amulets. Maybe rip open the shirt, see if there's any really incriminating tattoos or something.
You know what?
At best.
You know, give me a D20 roll. This is a luck check for because you just said incriminating tattoo. So now he's definitely got a tattoo across his stomach. There's no way that's not happening.
Do I get exhaustion on this D20
No,
roll
this
too?
is just a flat D20. No, -3
Okay.
on a pure luck.
Then it's 2.
That's a 2. He has a tattoo of the Barovian boy on his stomach, smiling and smiling and holding his signature Barovian potato. Oftentimes referred to as the Barovado, which is a terrible portmanteau for it, but that's where we're at. So you see a tattoo with that. So at least he's from or he's from the local area, because that no one gets the Barovian boy tattooed.
He's been the burger boy or the burger man for 30 plus years, right?
Yeah. Your entire life, yes.
Mine. So.
It only makes sense that he'd be Barovian boy.
I'm imagining Barovia for life in Gothic text.
In the same
Around
text
the
as the
Barovian
overlay,
boy.
it's just Barovia
Yeah.
for life, number 4, of course. It has an arbitrary 3-digit code under it. You have no idea what that means.
A QR code.
An area code, baby. We repping the 206 in Barovia. All right.
Actually, to be fair,
it is kind of
the
gloomy.
206 be like that.
The 206 be like Barovia some days. So let's.
A lot of days.
Is there anything else that you want to do? You that's definitely your action. Is there any bonus action or verbalization you want to come back, or do you think that Belladonna is focused purely on this and ignores what's going on behind or around them? I guess it's not really behind you, but
I guess maybe I don't have any action out of my bonus action. I think at best maybe she'd also prepare to pounce. Maybe she disengages from the corpse and is prepared.
All right.
To engage violently with anyone who approaches.
So keyed up. Now we have.
Yeah, she's perched on the edge of the coffin, ready to strike.
Esther, it is now your turn as you watch every one of your allies not attack this person that stabbed Mwezi-Mwezi. What does Esther do?
Not gonna attack. She honestly, all of this seems like the biggest friend got stabbed, the smallest friend didn't make a good impression, and the third friend is screaming and shaking a dead body. So incredibly downhill. So the only thing she's gonna offer is just being like, I'm pretty sure that we're supposed to kill that guy? The Strahd man? Just entirely unhelpful.
All right. I want you, Esther, to please roll persuasion for me.
Oh, wonderful. Persuasion?
You got
10.
10. Excellent. She looks at you, takes notice, but it's like, I don't need this crazy old woman telling me things. Get off my father! It goes back to Belladonna. Get off my father!
Well, when I have her attention, can I pull up my little Morning Lord symbol? Because that seems pretty anti-Strahd.
All right. I was hoping that you would bring that up. Give me a religion roll with advantage.
Great. That first one was a nat 1, so that's gonna
Strong.
be wonderful. 13 plus 4 is 17.
She looks at that. Do you know of the Morning Lord? Do you servants of the Dark Lord of Lies? Strahd. She seems a little bit taken aback, and is like, surprised your hands don't burn with that. But you feel like she's stumbling in thought a little bit more. As we come back around to her turn, is there anything else before it's her turn, Esther, you want to do? I would argue that the revealing of the Morning Lord symbol is like your main action. Your verbalization persuasion check was free. Is there any bonus action, movement, or anything you want to do there? I know at level 1 you don't have a lot. So, I mean...
If I can get further back from her, I'll take
you're
another couple
pinned
steps.
against the wall already in the back wall. You're like, fuck, there's no more room behind me to currently retreat more. But you don't need to worry about that, Esther, because there's no way that this young woman is not going to leap and attack the person that was shaking Colion's corpse, or her father's corpse, and therefore she does. So she is going to run toward Belladonna. Now, this does create the ability for Scratch and Mwezi-Mwezi, if you would like, to take opportunity attacks with her. I will remind you that in 2024, a regular attack roll is also a grapple check. So you can grapple her instead of doing damage if you want to stop. But she is sword forward, running right at Belladonna.
Can I do a shove as an unarmed strike
Yes.
as my opportunity action?
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, so target must succeed on a strength or dex. It chooses which. Saving throw. DC is 8 plus proficiency plus strength. My strength's -1. So 8 minus 1, 7. Proficiency bonus is what?
Is 2 right now, so it's a DC 9.
2. DC 9. All right.
All right.
I hope you roll shitty.
I did not roll. I didn't roll DC 9 shitty. You push on her and realize that I don't know. Maybe Scratch just didn't have the heart in it to just knock someone over. That's clearly distressed.
She's also like 3 foot. She's 3'4".
Yeah,
and she's all distressed and stuff.
Yeah, and so there's that. What about you, Mwezi-Mwezi, as Scratch's opportunity attack fails? Would you do anything to try and divert, push, or grapple this person away from Belladonna as they go to make their attack on Belladonna?
I'm going to say no. Just because, what's it called?
Okay.
You don't have to.
Showing. No. Like displaying non-hostile intent.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, that's good dog logic.
Yeah. It's like I can't.
I mean, I trust that that's her father that's dead. And like, I'm not getting in the way of.
Yeah.
Like,
I know what these apes are doing.
Belladonna, your AC is not at 20 or higher, right?
No, it's not currently.
Arena moves deftly and effectively, pivot stepping or letting their weight carry them from Scratch's gentle nudge to pivot around, and then swings their blade quickly, their rapier quickly across. That is 5 piercing damage to Belladonna.
Okay. Perfect. Hellish rebuke.
All right.
That's it.
What do I have to do for that? I have to roll
It is a
something.
dexterity 14
Alright.
save. 14 dex save.
I don't think they're going to do it unless they have a shockingly high dexterity save score. They do not. So that is a fail.
Okay. And then that's going to
It's going
be...
to be some damage.
It's going to be 17 fire damage.
You...
Jesus.
How? Why?
It's 2d10, and I rolled a 10 and a 7.
Hellish Rebuke. Yeah,
Oh
it
my
is. It's
God.
2d10. All right. I'm giving you the option. There is no right answer here.
Hey, before you even, I'm going to say Hellish Rebuke, canonically for me, I didn't decide to cast that. So
There you go. That's
if
true.
there's a question, that's up to you. That's a reaction. That was a flashback for me becoming physically harmed.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. You wouldn't have been the one to
I
cast it.
didn't decide to
You didn't
cast
trigger that.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
Did she just die?
So
Good thing you have that backup plan.
I mean, I have several backup plans. This is I cannot express to you enough how absolutely load-bearing Arena is as an NPC in Curse of Strahd. But I love this energy so much, and I will respect it. And because you narrated that you weren't the triggering effect, there is no way that's not lethal fire. So, the four of you watch this woman slat like a good amount of fabric gets cut across as she expertly wields this saber to carve into Belladonna. And then, does it even look like the Hellish Rebuke comes specifically from a part of your physicality, or just from like an area in your immediate 5-foot square orbit, Belladonna?
I think it is a figure behind her. I think there is an uproar of flames that is not quite a silhouette, but there is definitely
Stand.
an upwell behind her that comes and reaches around.
Yeah. A full stand. You're right, Triple Aaron.
A full stand.
Yeah, so you all see this come up, and flames sort of reach out slower than flame should. So very fast, very quickly, very aggressively, but flame moves at the speed of fire, right? Like it disappears and appears on the thing that it catches half the time. It's barely noticeable, and this moves more like a gesture or an arm swing or an attack of some kind. Which, you know, maybe Hellish Rebuke is a violent attack. And you watch this flame wrap around this figure and absolutely instantly burn so hot and angry. And you hear her scream for but a brief half second, and then drops to the ground as the flame quickly dissipates from her. I am going to say that because this is an important NPC, I'm going to give you all one round to decide, and you don't have to, we're out of initiative, to decide if you want to, because some of you have curative magic and such, if you want to prevent this NPC from dying. You don't have to. Again, I have multiple contingency plans for if you kill Arena, but if any of you would decide that she doesn't have to die.
Is she down or dead?
She is unconscious and going to die soon if you do not do a thing to prevent her. She is not. She is not down based off of Courtney's answer. There is no way that was not lethal damage.
Right. Well, okay. So I guess what I'm asking is, could I use Spare the Dying?
Yes, you could. Spare the Dying would prevent her from dying.
Okay.
At the same time that you run to do Spare the Dying, Esther also immediately runs to go cast Spare the Dying.
And I have
about
no
to ask if I could do that.
I think Belladonna probably goes, oh, and like tries to smack out the flame. Like, even she knows that was a little much. That was an overreaction. Like, oh, fuck.
Oh no.
All right.
Oh, we fucked it.
Let me go to Spare the dying is a spell to read it proper. As two people
See,
spare this dying
I wish
person.
I wish so hard that I could be playing a Nandor analog right now, because right now I just be like, oh shitty shit, we fucked it.
Okay. So she's now unconscious. Burned, yes. Injured grievously, but not gravely anymore. She's
a
unconscious.
Meta question.
Yeah.
Would it be worth casting Cure Wounds on her and burning a spell slot for that? Or is this like, will that be taken care of story-wise?
You know what? Give me a luck check. Let's see if luck is in your side.
Right.
Anything 11 or above, good. You won't have to, but 10 or below might be a good idea.
All right.
Because this is more
That's
of just
an 8.
meta research.
Yeah. Okay, so
You don't know
I'll go-
what if anyone else is here. You don't know what the context is of this, and though you're isolated to a degree where you're in the way that you're in a second story, this wasn't like quiet. And there's like a house, literally, several houses around. You don't know if those are populated, but people
Yeah.
could have overheard the fact that it was a drag-out fight suddenly.
Yeah. Okay. All right. In that case, I'll go ahead and cast Cure Wounds and heal her for 9 + 4, 13 damage. Or, you know what I mean.
What does Scratch's version of Cure Wounds as an artificer look like? What do you think Scratch's magic looks like? And feel free to reflavor it here, because you are in a different land, on how Scratch accesses magic.
I think it's more or less the same as before. I don't know a lot of the lore with like how focuses work precisely, but she is using her artificer tools, and she just, picks a tool from the bag. She looks like she's like, selecting it deliberately, but really each time it's just kind of random. But she it's just whatever grabs her fancy. She grabs one and like uses it as the focus and touches Irina with it.
Irina, all of you watch as Scratch sort of sonic screwdrivers Irina back. The burn, like the scorch marks are still on the armor. There's remnant of injury there, but the burns, the scarification side of them heal along with these hit points. As Irina,
Real quick,
yeah,
before Scratch does this, she definitely made sure to like separate it, like take the weapon away from her and like set it aside somewhere.
do you like tie her up or restrain her at all?
No.
I would say if nobody else does, I would. Gently
Well,
restrain. Gently
she's
at
a-
least.
she's a burn
stabbed
victim.
me. She stabbed me.
Yeah.
She's a burn victim because she stabbed me.
So maybe there's a little bit. Maybe as she's coming to, there's a little bit of
She's
skull.
a
and it's like
burn
Scratch is like, "No,
receiver from self-defense.
stop." Yeah.
I will
So
say
yeah,
that
Scratch
for
is trying to stop that from happening.
roll a bickering check. I'm gonna call this Belladonna's sleight of hand versus Scratch's I don't know.
Got a nat 20.
Well, okay,
got
roll a
levels of
d20.
exhaustion. What I
Nat
rolled
20
is-
overrides the level of exhaustion. Roll a d20.
You
I'm gonna
said
just-
sleight of hand. I did sleight of hand. It's not good, but I got a 20.
I'm gonna roll just in case I get a nat 20,
Yeah.
and because it doesn't really matter, I'm just gonna say it's animal handling. And that's a
being a
6.
bitch.
All right. Canonically, whenever anyone in this party is like, no, I'm going to do it, and the other one's like, no, stop. It is a sleight of hand versus animal handling contested
God.
roll, which is equivalent to siblings like trying to like fuck with each other a little bit while one's trying to accomplish
No,
another.
stop. Stop it. Stop.
Do it. Quit it.
But because she's so much bigger, she just easily just reaches over me.
uh,
Like full hand on my forehead.
Yeah. She just scruffs and you go limp. She just scruffs you and you're like, fuck. They know. My only weakness. One of several. One of several only weaknesses. So Arena eventually wakes up. Like restrained in a degree where if she had like 15 minutes to get out of it, 5 minutes to get out of it, she probably could. But enough so that sword separated, and she angrily looks at the group of you and then spits on the ground. What games are you playing?
Well, we're not agents of Strahd. We're all, well, 3 of us are newcomers, and don't know a whole lot about these lands. But I don't, from what we know of Strahd, I don't think he would do this. He wouldn't just tie you up, heal you back after something happened. It was too fast for me to notice.
Give me an insight roll on that, Scratch.
All right. What is my plus? It doesn't matter. 5.
5. It's reasonable.
That die is retired.
No insight. No. You don't catch anything. She looks at all of you and is like, why were you searching my father's body?
Well, I don't know about we.
Yeah, she looks over at Belladonna specifically.
I think we were looking for clues to find Strahd, or we're trying to kill Strahd. So anything that we're doing is more or less towards that goal. Hopefully that answers your question.
The immortal Strahd.
Well, you say immortal, I say he just ain't been killed yet.
Okay. Why do you wear the vestments of the god that abandoned us? Looking over at Esther.
He didn't abandon me. I don't know how to describe it.
Oh,
You know what? Not for real, but like 1D. What?
Belladonna's very much.
Yeah. Not for real, but if she could just suddenly immolate again from getting burned so hard by Esther's comment and die from that burn down, she would. But she looks over at Mwezi-Mwezi and then it's like, you are some sort of screwed up werewolf.
so Mwezi is just going to actually fall on his knees and go, "Please, cousin, forgive us, please." Just focusing on
still
that,
bleeding gently from the stomach.
Yes.
I'm gonna say persuasion check advantage for this.
Being such a good dog.
There's no time to answer questions. I made a mistake, and I have to atone for it.
You do. You have guilty dog energy.
That is a 19.
She looks, breathes real slow, looks over at the one person that she honestly probably dislikes the most, but also looks like absorbing finally the statements, is definitely the local here. What is your name? Looking at Belladonna.
My name is Belladonna Amaryllis. Sorry. My name is Belladonna Amaryllis. And I am here. Perhaps you have seen for information.
Amaryllis, the meadery owner, yes?
My family owns the meadery. I work there. My parents are the ones who own and operate most of the time. I work there.
Arena.
For what it is worth, I am sorry you came to harm. It was not my decision. But have you ever loved somebody so much you would hurt for them? Or has ever somebody loved you so much that maybe they might do something rash for you?
She's like, I was willing to kill all of you for the dead body of my father. I definitely can agree with that. But as you continue, give me an insight
And I
roll.
was
Well-
I was willing to shake that corpse because of a similar reason. I swear to God, I got another nat 20.
Nat 20.
Nice.
The first part, then, would you
I'm gonna
ever be?
save that dice for a little bit. He can go and
He can go in the special
save
place.
there for a bit.
He's being kind.
I'm gonna save you. You get to. He's gonna save you up.
God, I pray for the day early on that we get a nat 20 on one of your hellish rebukes. Oh no, it's a saving throw.
Well,
so I'd have
because
to get
it's
a nat
it's a
one.
saving throw.
So
But,
I
yeah,
also
I
do brutal criticals on nat ones on saving throws, so it's like the inverse. So if I ever roll a nat one on hellish rebuke, you'll get to do 20 damage plus 2d10 on it, just automatically.
Sick. Looking forward to it.
Because I like ones and 20s to always matter. I think they're fun if they're extra swingy.
Just leave a cartoon blast mark on the ground.
Yes. When you mentioned harming others for someone, like loving someone enough to harm someone, or to harm others to protect them, or because they were hurt, that fine. That's what they verbalize against. As you evolve it into, isn't there someone that would love you enough to do anything and harm others? With a nat 20, I'm going to give you all emotional beats that they are feeling right now, clear as day in their eyes. Sadness, followed by fear, followed by like disgust / anger, and then we're back to fear and a little bit of just hauntedness in that thing. That all happens over like a couple seconds, and then they bring themselves back there. But that is what you see when you talk about anybody doing anything.
Important clarifier: disgust with me, disgust with a
With
third
a nat
party,
20,
or disgust
whatever
with
they're
herself?
thinking, not you specifically. You know that it's like suddenly their eyes go to like interior thought, middle distance look, and then those emotions sweep on. So if it is
But does
with
it look
you,
close to shame at all? Is it shame adjacent? Do they look
no,
disgusted
the
with
disgust
themselves?
is yeah, a little bit of shame. Yeah, a little bit of shame. I think you're right. I think shame would be a good term for it as well. But mostly fear and hauntedness, but a little bit of shame in the middle.
Yeah, I see it. I see in your eyes. I see that you know. It's frightening, isn't it? What people might do for us, and what we might do for them.
What that more, regardless of if we want it ourselves.
Like I said, I did not choose to do that to you.
Okay. I acknowledge you are probably not from Strahd. I apologize. She can't gesture. She just sort of moves a little bit. I acknowledge you're probably not from Strahd. I apologize for. I mean, you broke into my house, and you were on the corpse body.
Assault your father's
Yeah, and
corpse.
so,
Yeah.
but
No,
I could have asked a question.
Within. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I stabbed you! I stabbed this one! And it's like, oh no, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to stab. You seem you are just the biggest, and you always stab the biggest first. Like that one couldn't even push me.
I understand.
As this is happening, Scratch is like cutting her bonds because it's clear. But,
Well, yeah. She's fully readable as that, and is like, so the Morning Lord has not abandoned you. You are not a werewolf. You're not a werewolf.
Where's something? Mwezi-Mwezi.
Pleasure to meet you, Irina. What is their last name again? Irina? What's your last name? I will remember it one of these days.
Hamburglar.
Of course, it just says Irina on it. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't immediately tell me.
Arena Burgermaster.
Fine. Damn this book, and it's not telling me the family's last name every time it mentions them. Arena Indirovich. Arena Indirovich. And the rest of you are, as she kind of like stretches her wrists and then kind of feels over her skin, expecting there to be more burn remnant over there, and it's like, thank you so much for. That was extremely painful, being suddenly immolated in fire. I did not suspect it would be good, but it was worse than I thought it would be.
No,
Yeah,
it is not very pleasant.
Nah. But, just a quick little cure wounds from Mama Scratch will fix you right up.
So you are Mama
No
Scratch, and you are Mwezi-Mwezi, faithful of the Morning Lord. What is your name?
I'm Esther, and I'm so glad that you decided to not kill us.
Well, I didn't make the decision so much as I was clearly bested by a spooky flame response.
Whatever is going on over there.
And Belladonna. Okay. If one of Belladonna's family is with you, okay, you're not of Strahd. That is good. That is for the best. Can one of you help me get my? I have to, and she goes to the dressing closet there and gets like a different shirt for her dad's corpse and everything. It's like we need to fix this before his mark comes back. He will not be as reasonable as me about these sorts of things.
Esther
I
will
eagerly help her.
Yeah, Esther, I feel like as a cleric as well has done like funeral dressings before, so she's willing to help and assist.
Scratch, as cats do, makes herself scarce.
Immediately is not participating.
Yeah, she's suddenly very interested in it at some other corner of the room.
Yes, my father was murdered by Strahd's minions some days ago, and we did not have. It was not. It makes sense that you did not hear about it. We have not made it public because he has been the Burgermeister forever, and if the Burgermeister can be harmed by Strahd, then who is safe? Not that it ever feels that safe here in Barovia.
Esther's gonna pull Belladonna aside and go, okay, so does that mean that Strahd is the new mayor, or that the guy who killed him is the new mayor?
Someone watched the
I thought
VOD.
that there was supposed to be a duel. I don't know what constitutes a duel if you are
Arena, right? Is that was
Yes.
it a sanctioned duel or an aggressive murder?
I would say it was an aggressive murder. It was a sanctioned duel. Why would my father get in a sanctioned duel with anyone?
To be the mayor.
Oh yes, no one has challenged him to that for a long. You have
So
to
is he
announce
still
it
the
officially.
mayor?
Well, no, I suppose. I suppose my brother would be the mayor.
Did he
There's a-
appoint a second to fight in his stead should he be ill or indisposed with sex things?
Indisposed with what?
Or kidnapping, you know. The
No,
things that
no.
happen
Say the
all
first
time.
thing. You say the first thing you said. Say it again.
No.
In case my father was occupied with various matters of state or elsewise occupied with making the beast of the two backs,
You know the normal things you have second for.
Yeah,
Actually, kind of
it
weird.
would fall it would fall upon my brother Ismark to be the one to handle those things. Ismark is not by blood given right to this, but has been an assistant since he was, and she gestures at the portrait, that small to my father's, where he's always been more interested in governance than myself. I have no interest in that, but he is, I guess he is also indisposed, and we need another second in case he is too drunk to do anything.
See, this is why we can't say indisposed. It's too euphemistic. I don't know what you actually mean.
It's what I'm saying
Because
is
there's different.
he's been taking my father's death pretty hard
So
and
this
been
is
drinking
not
pretty
really
heavily.
a real actual like well thought out line of succession. It's kind of just whoever will step up and do
Well,
it.
if
Like
someone were
closely,
to,
just kind of around.
Scratch comes sauntering back with her ears pricked and her tail swishes. She's like, "You talking about
I
sex over
point-
here?"
so
We're
if
talking about politics.
I would like to
Oh.
consider
Just Scratch.
and sex,
Much less
politics,
fun.
these are the same thing.
That's beautiful, actually.
Barovia is a dark place.
There is no official like succession line. It is sort of just presumed that the person that is willing to take the role takes the role. It's not a very popular role to be in charge of a dying town in a trapped land. But my brother, I would hope no one is busy conjugating with him at this time. I would hope that he is. I would think that he is too drunk for any of that to work. I don't
Well, I mean-
likely think that he is going to be very successful in those matters, more in the matters at the bottom of the bottle that he has been in for the last several days. He is less hearty than I am, but he is more reckless. So if he does come back here, we need to make sure, okay, the flowers were like this. Did you take anything from his body while you were ruffling through his clothes?
Only a gander.
I mean, he was a very well-loved man. You are not the
For
first person to
evidence.
ask if my father is busy having sex at any given time. Canonically, Colion was fucking. Could
I'll
get
be
it.
fucking.
Colion be fucking.
There's proof of it talking to us right now.
Yeah, I mean, admittedly, Arena looks nothing like Colion. The child, Colion is like kind of like rosy, sort of like strawberry blonde hair in the portrait and everything, and like light eyes, and the child like light blue eyes, and the child in the thing who you could presume to be Ismark, their brother, also has those light eyes but like slightly blonder hair. Arena looks like they're from the Mediterranean. Pick wherever you like. They are darker skinned, darker haired, and darker of eyes. And
So he had all the recessive genes, basically.
yeah. All right. Let's see. Also, I'll decide if I want to make them
Sure.
genetically related, and that Ismark is the recessive result of Colion.
Were you getting at that she was adopted?
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Canonically,
All right.
she's adopted in the game, but there's nothing that needs her to be.
Yeah. Alright.
So the Arena's like, well, let us leave my father's corpse in peace. She does not question, Belladonna, if you did or did not take anything. You said a gander, and that is not. She's willing to like
I said
logistically
only a
speak.
gander.
Only a gander. She's willing to
Which implies
logistically talk
nine.
about her father's natural lore, even in death. But she does not want to linger on it. So she's like, "You should come downstairs to, I don't know, at least wrap that wound and we will put on some tea, have a conversation. Obviously, none of you are from Barovia except for you, Belladonna. You have been caught in the web, then?
It would appear to be the case. They all showed up at my house through the fog.
It's better than most. Most get to the gates, then they go through the fog, and then they can't see the gates anymore, so they go back in the fog. Lots of them die there, being lost and choking in the fog. Some of them come back out. They come down here. They don't know anything about where they're at. At least they had, did you give them the Barovian pamphlet that you had
I did.
created?
I had them in the archives.
Yeah,
that
there you go.
know, we maintain a small library there.
Yeah,
so
of course. The Barovian pamphlet has been extremely helpful, and she just starts walking down the stairs, assuming you all are following her, and she makes her way to the kitchen. Clocks
I'm
the...
gonna lean
fishing
back,
board.
just scratch my... This went remarkably well.
You meet it.
Yeah, considering everything that happened. That's it.
Sit.
Yeah.
Before we go down the stairs, I will turn to Mwezi-Mwezi and say, do you want me to help with that? I completely forgotten I could do that.
Yes, please. Thank you,
Yeah.
sister.
I cast Cure Wounds on you. Close up your gaping stomach hole.
Appreciate it, sis. I think I only got one spell in me left for today.
Here to help.
I think currently... Yeah, I don't think there's a way you can't heal them back to full, Esther. So you're at full. Mwezi-Mwezi.
That's 2d8, so...
Yeah. Plus your modifier. I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do I
Yeah,
still?
2d8 plus 4.
Yeah.
So whatever you were down. You only got hit for 5, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Temp HP goes away. No.
I'd have to look
it
at...
doesn't
Only at
replace-
long rest or until depleted. I just
Cool,
looked it up
cool.
in 2024.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so you've got that temp HP kicking, and they got to you before the temp HP was added, so you still have a full bucket of it.
You're invincible.
Arena goes to sees that Esther is like patched up Mwezi-Mwezi, and just goes to make some just like regular black tea, and heats up a kettle on the stove for a little bit and sits down and is like, so then I imagine you came to see my father and then found out that then okay, so you were the ones that were trying to get in the front, and I see how we got here. Let me see if I can remember what my father... I never paid too much attention to this. Welcome to the village of Barovia. You are safe here as long as you do not directly piss off Strahd von Zarevich. And then she spits on the ground when she says his name. Please take heart that there's still community here thriving in the dim gray of Barovia's day. Is there anything that you would request, and can we convince you? You said that you were going to go try and kill him anyway. Can we entreat you to help maybe be the destined heroes of the prophecy that we've heard about to kill Strahd? And she seems completely, like, absolutely not, like, borderline sarcastic as she says this.
Do I need to roll an insight check to get the sense that she said this a lot of times to a lot of people?
You don't have to roll an insight check. You don't know if she said it a lot of times, but she has heard it a lot of times to a lot of people.
Gotcha.
And everything.
Yes, that's exactly why we're here.
Rejoice and joy. The heroes from outside will rescue our betrodden lives from the curse of Strahd. All right, now that I've said the title, Belladonna, have you?
She says that in character.
Now that I've said the title, Belladonna, have you taken them for their destiny reads yet? And I will need Belladonna to roll a history check on this to see if they know what the fuck Arena is talking about. -3, remember, because you are triple exhausted.
Yep. Triple exhausted, and I got a +0 in history. But I rolled well, so it's still going to be a 12.
12.
Not great, but
You don't
impressive
know that
considering.
this is part of this, but you do know what she's referring to. She's referring to seeing a sage in the Vistani, of the Vistani.
Okay.
See the ability to, like, the seer cards or the cards of fate are specifically Vistani. And so yeah. So as you have you gone to get your fortunes done, and so that you know where you are going to go and things.
No, we have not done that yet. This was our first stop.
All right. I will have to double check with Ismark on what. Fuck. He's been so useless since Dad died.
Yeah, fuck him, right?
No, we should not dismiss.
That's what Scratch says too.
Yeah, of course. I take everything as what Scratch says from you. No, he does not. It does not. Okay, so it's important that you understand, like, why my father is still in a coffin. In
I
our
just
house.
assumed that's what Barovians did. There, you seem to have corpse tables, so I wasn't assuming or judging.
I
or
mean,
anything.
if he was on the corpse table, that would make more sense. But he's in a coffin. The coffin's going ground.
Sorry, newcomer.
So there's a problem. We cannot bury my father because he needs to be buried in the cemetery. Otherwise, his body has a good choice of being resurrected to Strahd's needs or something worse. We need to at least send him to the Shadowlands, if nothing else, so that he can be reborn. But there have been problems in the cemetery. A lot of people don't want to go there, and no one will listen to my brother, and so he keeps his body there. The cemetery is probably haunted. We would assume haunted or something of that nature. You would have to talk to the priest. He knows more about this. Even delivering him to the priest so that he can do his last rites in the church and then bury him in the cemetery would be enough. But Ismark is not even sure that other people should know, and he's been trying to clear out the cemetery, but he hasn't told people that our father is dead, so they're like, why would you want to go poke a bear? We don't have to poke. No one has died recently. And he's like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. And then he drinks more wine.
I have a couple of questions.
He's...
Is it possible to resurrect a body if it's burned to ash?
No, but you can do things with the spirit.
Oh, okay. All right. That answers my next question.
Yeah. If nobody, then become shade. If the same sort of evil thing Strahd and his cronies do. So is either a zombie, skeleton, or shade. Or spirit if it is one of you outsiders. I don't think he can do too much to you in death, though your souls will be trapped here if you die here, so don't. But
Try not to.
I would
The good thing
recommend
you did not.
avoiding it.
Some good general life advice right there.
But yeah. So he probably like we have some supplies that would be helpful, but I'm sure Ismark would be like, well, maybe if you show yourselves true heroes and then have you go do the thing. And I would like my father's body to not be in the room next to the one that I sleep in. Yes. So, I mean, you can go talk with my brother, and he's probably at the Blood of the Vine Tavern. You here. And you would know where that is in town, Belladonna. They serve some of your mead as well.
Is
It's
it
probably
the
there
only
drinking.
tavern in town?
It's the only tavern. There's a couple hollowed out houses that people collect together and hang out and drink where they bring their own booze, but there's only one place that actually sells it.
But this is the tavern. This is where.
This is the watering
Okay.
hole, yeah, if you will. So he is
Well, then,
probably
yeah, she'd be
there.
very familiar with it
Yeah.
as the person who, the establishment that sells the mead.
Yeah, she is, so he would probably be there at this hour. I would appreciate it, but you do not have to. I'm happy to give you a little bit of food and send you on your way, but you should go get your fate told to you by the Vistani. I cannot remember the name of the old woman. She's in a camp nearby. You should be able to easily get to her. That will, in theory, tell you what you are supposed to do to defeat the immortal Strahd, but I don't know. I spent most of my life trying not to think about Strahd or engage with interacting with that in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, very same. Very same. I
Mhm.
try very hard not to. I try very hard to find small things, good things, even here in Barovia.
Like your beeswax
But
candles.
sometimes
Mhm.
he makes it our problem. Sometimes, even if
Yeah.
you stay out of his way, even if you do everything you can, try to be small light in dark world, and they take only things you have.
She rubs her neck a little bit under her like red cloak bit, scarf cloak that she kind of has draped over her armor. It's burned away, but it's still there at her neck. She rubs it and it's like, yeah, sometimes it does not matter what any of you or what the person wants. Strahd will just take tea, sugar, honey, cream.
Yes, all, please.
Okay. She starts
the cream.
serving you up.
Hey.
Yeah.
Got any beer?
I do not have any beer here. That is, we are mostly like a wine and mead place. There's beer in Barovia, but it's not made itself over, or it's not made itself down here. You will find it. Velaki has a lot of microbreweries there. Lot of IPAs. Unreasonable amount of IPAs. Arguably,
Yes,
definitely too many.
The fact that they have microbreweries implying that there are Barovian macro breweries.
There is Barovian macro brewery. There's a Barovian
The
macro.
Anheuser-Busch of Barovia.
Barovian brand beer. The Triple B. Crack open a Triple B. Crack open a cold Triple B with the boys. The Barovian boys. Cracking open a cold Triple B with the Barovian boys. Yeah, there's Barovian boy beer.
We're gonna have to be real careful with the font on that logo.
Those better read as bees. We better definitively read as bees, superlative. But yeah, there's too many IPAs, but otherwise there's many beer samples. It's like 90% IPAs. I do not understand.
Scratch nods while she's explaining all this and is like, okay, I'll take a wine or just cream or whatever.
I
Don't
mean,
put yourself out.
I didn't want to assume, but do you want just the cream?
Yes,
Do you want
please.
do you want the glass of each so you can double paw?
You are amazing. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
And so I
You're
figured
very
A
gracious.
likely friendship. This is actually everything has been going really well for us lately.
honestly, in
I think we
Barovia,
all need to calm down a little bit because already going very well.
I think it is.
Everything's better with the cat.
This is true. I am more of a goat person, but cat is also a delight. As is hound, dog, not wolf,
Dogs are
not wolf.
dogs are great.
But
but different.
hey, I've met most of my friends at the tip of a blade, so this is not unusual for Barovia.
Wolves are just big, ornery dogs.
But this is, I suppose you could assume that some of them are also beastmen that will disembowel you because they have been told to do so by
Granted.
Strahd.
Only if you cross me.
They give Scratch a wine flute of cream and a wine flute of wine. They pour out some tea and everything. All right, so yeah, I mean, we can also just wait here if you would like to for my brother to return. He should stumble home within the next 4 to 12 hours.
Okay. Yeah.
If you
I
want
don't know
to.
yet. Why don't we hang? Do a little hang?
Yeah. Do a little hang. Get to know each
do
other.
you all like?
I have playing cards. I could teach y'all some card games from the fold.
Yeah, I would like
Yes,
a playing. I
please.
enjoy a playing card game. I think this is good. Are we betting fingers?
No.
Oh, ma'am, I do not
Scratches.
know you that well yet.
Scratch is legitimately unsure if this reaction is
If you have
banter
more
or
bottles of
genuine.
the meat around, maybe.
Give me a perception check. Scratch, just Scratch.
12.
Well, Scratch. I don't think that's high enough for it. For this kind of like very dry arena to do that. But you do catch her giving a glance over at Belladonna with their fingers comment and their mead comment response. But they're like, okay, we sit, we bet. Ooh, does anyone have candy? Candy? Do any? You? And she looks directly at Esther. Your age tends to have candy on you, yes?
I pull out a small handful of those like little strawberry things.
Oh fuck! I love those strawberry things. They
The
are my
strawberry
favorite old
bonbon.
person
Yeah.
candy. The little like hard
They are
strawberry guys.
objectively better than the Werther originals. Yeah, the
I love
little-
them
with
so
the
much.
Cream inside.
I'm not gonna turn down a Werther. Never. But I will absolutely deplete a dish surgically of all strawberry things. So
Surgically is such an interesting choice of words. We'll talk later. I really want to know what you mean by that. We don't have time right now.
So yes, we can play for candies. I have Barovian candy. It is passable. This is not a bad. It uses some. I might get in a little trouble. She kind of smiles and looks over at Belladonna. So I don't like drinking your mead, but I take it and I reduce it down to like a syrupy substance, and then I mix that with dough and I cover it in a sugar, and I call them I called them Barovian balls. They are Barovian balls, and I do not like sell them or anything. But when the guests come, I'm like, oh, let's have some.
No. If you want to, you can. Absolutely. You may take, and anything I create is my gift to the world.
Cool.
You take it and you make with it what you will. That sounds delicious.
I will.
I am so glad it inspired you. That sounds wonderful.
All right, let us have some Barovian balls and delicious old lady strawberry candies and grandma candies. I assume you are a grandma, right? Is it like matron Esther? Deacon?
Oh,
What is your title?
It's just Esther. It's fine. You don't need to call me anything. We're friends.
Okay,
It's
Esther
fine.
then. Esther, but I assume you are grandma. You are of age to be grandmother.
18 grandkids, would you believe it?
She gives you a
I
she gives you a glance up and down, and she's like, "Okay, what is that like? Living 18 all alive? So like,
Oh yeah.
so like 25 to 30 originally, and that's the survival. Like, how many of them?
Only
Yes, how many die?
none of them died. Actually, they're all still
This
alive.
is
What?
none of them died.
And they only had 18?
Well,
This
that's what
seems
happens when
lazy.
the Morning Lord doesn't abandon you, right?
Oh,
You have
God.
more comfort.
You are so
life is
loose
better.
with that. You are so loose with that.
I'm here to bring it back. I'm here to spread the word.
Well, right now the word hurts my feelings.
Old lady Pat.
Old lady Pat.
Can I roll to console?
So weirdly enough, this sort of like backhanded language though is so Barovian in its nature. It almost feels like it's like maybe Esther has a bit of Barovian in her. The comment that's supposed to make you
She
feel
picks
better
up
but
on
makes
it
you feel bad.
fast.
But you all play
Astounding.
a friendly card game as you eat various candies. It turns.
Pinochle.
Is it Pinochle? Is that the Folds game?
It's yeah,
All
the
right.
Folds
Yeah.
version of Pinochle.
The Folds version of Pinochle. There's a lot going on with the Fold that doesn't make any sense for Barovia or Faerun. Like Scratch's cards all have like different
There's like a sea of grass references and stuff, like
Yeah.
imagery and whatnot.
They have a bunch of like art rendered upon them, and it's all like beautiful landscapes and stuff like that, and like fun little facts, and all of the cards smell like bubblegum. But the eventually as it gets a little bit past dark, not deeply so, but you are here well past the evening. The front door, you hear a big thud at the front door, and then an ow at it as Arena's like, oh no, I did not unbar the front door, and he of course kicked it in like you do in Barovia to go into a domicile, and everything. Ismark, I'm sorry. And she gets up and gets up and dusts off some of the like gets up. You hear like the crinkle of too many candy wrappers from the strawberry candies, and everything dusts off some of the sugar from the Barovian balls. It's like, okay, I do introductions so that Ismark does not freak out when he sees strangers in household. We're gonna find out what kind of drunk Ismark is gonna be right now. Depends how many bottles he's had. I need. Who hasn't rolled a lot? I feel like. Yeah, let's do it for. Let's. Mwezi-Mwezi, give me a D20 luck roll. And D20 luck roll. And you want the highest number you can get. Higher is better.
8.
Okay. Is just like, I've got the brother. I just locked the door, and she pulls the door and opens into the door. The gentleman that stands before you, um, smile. It has got like a light smile on his face at first, and he's sort of swaying there. He's got kind of shoulder length blonde, or like jaw to shoulder shaggy blonde hair, strong jaw. Looks a lot like a fit version of his father upstairs. Kind of a heavy brow. He's in, honestly, like traveler's leathers, arguably. Like a little bit of armor. He's got several knives on him. He's got like a small single-handed axe on the side of his belt and everything. And he kind of smiles and he's like, "Sister, we have company. Oh, that's so nice. I like that you're finally making friends." And he just starts weeping and hugging his sister. "Oh, it's the Sabe one. We have the Sabe, the Sabe drunk Ismark. It's okay, Ismark. Come meet our friends. It's so hard to make friends in these giant times. I'm so glad. You were always so weird as a little kid, and everyone's afraid of you because of things that we don't talk about in front of strangers. But oh," and he's like blows his nose into Arena's like arm and everything, and he goes, I'm sorry. Oh, this is not becoming of the new burgomaster of the village of Barovia. Hello, I am Ismark. Pleasure to meet all of you. You're a cat, and you are a dog, and you are a witch, a hag. Like, what are you?
And you are drunk.
And then this one over here is Grandma. Hi, Grandma.
It's nice to see you.
And I am drunk. Yes, I am the very much the spirits called the Ismark. Ismark, the spirits called to you, just like they have taken your father from you. Hello. What are you doing here?
Playing cards, you want to get dealt in?
No,
Yes.
I am too drunk for cards. Arena.
We're not drunk enough.
No such thing.
I'm not drunk enough.
You're not playing for fingers. You haven't convinced them to play for fingers, Arena, have you? And Arena's like,
Not
no.
yet, but she's a little king colony.
Why is this family so aware of each other's sex lives? It feels a little weird. So
It's a mystery. Let's not turn that rock.
no, let's not. Ismark goes, "Oh, you are outsiders, travelers, yes?" Narina nods, like, "Yes, they're the travelers." And it's like, "Oh, okay, so welcome. I am the burgermaster of some of my Vistani slipped in on that one. I'm the burgomaster of Barovia, the village, not the county, valley, shire, glade. What is this anyway? Thank you for coming. Oh, Faith,
counts.
zeros for the
Duchy.
duchy. Yes, thank you for coming and rescuing the duchy. Oh, this is hard.
We haven't
to
done
do.
anything yet.
Well, I mean, obviously you are great heroes. We have a grandma, and we have a dog and a cat. The grandma's dog and the grandma's cat, and the witch lady of some kind. Hi, witch lady. You're a local.
How do you know that the cat is not mine if I am witch?
No, it would not be all. It is not black. Witches have black cats.
Not always true.
I'm pretty sure it's true.
Okay.
I
well,
am no.
Hey, on an unrelated note, please let in any gray cats you see to your home. It's
I
not
do.
related.
I
It's
love
fine.
cats.
Don't worry about them.
Okay, I will do that because I am confident that unless it is black, it is not the witch's cat. I'm sorry, I'm so confrontational these days. And he just starts weeping again for a brief moment. And then he goes, "Lo, are those Barovian balls?" And oh no, somebody has candies. And
No, actually, no. I don't think you need strawberry bonbon. You are very drunk. You are going to choke to death.
I don't know. I am. Ismark
Yes.
is strong of throat. I can swallow any candy. Do not make me demonstrate my throat goat skills.
Oh,
For my throat is
They are
strong
really
like goat.
working on Belladonna
I
today.
love this family.
Scratch is like, all right, I think it's nap time for the birthday boy here.
No, the birthday boy, more like the death day son. Oh, if you told them, Irina, that they're beautiful and oftentimes otherwise occupied otherwise occupied fathers recently passed due to villainous slaughter by Strahd's minion. And Irina's like, yeah, mignon. I can't say minion normal as a person. Filet mignon. Mignon.
Is mignon.
Is mignon. But Marina's like, of course I did, brother. Actually, they paid their respects. They paid their respects to our father earlier. Oh, such kind strangers, understanding the traditions of. I do need bed. Jesus Christ. Arena, ask them about the cemetery. I'm going to go to the bed and sleep. And he grabs like a handful of candies before he goes. Like really, he tries to grab it quickly, and even if no one tries to stop them, he scurries away, laughing and then crying.
Oh,
Arena's
dear.
like, well, that was my brother, the burgomaster of this town. Yeah?
He's gonna die in the first duel.
Yeah,
He's
yeah, he
gonna
is.
die in a duel with those candies. He's gonna
What
fall
else?
asleep with them in his mouth.
Are these duels to the death? Because I feel like I could definitely take him.
I mean, if you want to be the burgomaster of Barovia, you can do that. They do not have to be for the death. That would be wild.
Cool. I don't know. I just say it wouldn't seem out of place.
To the death where you're from? Did they duel to the death where you're from? Did like important people put their lives on the line like that?
Oh yeah, sometimes, rarely. There's a whole thing about that. You know, I can tell you the whole story later. Short answer is not really, but sometimes. But not for succession. That's wild.
That's fair. No, yeah. I mean, if you want to be the burgomaster of Barovia, you can be. There is, of course, the fact that if you did that, you would not be able to defeat Strahd, as you would not be able to lead the village of Barovia. Like
we'll put a pin in that. Okay, I see.
So like we can wander around. There's like woods, and then there's like the mountain range, and then there's like some more woods, and there's like a nice little pond. But you can't go past a certain. There's a bridge you can't cross if you are the burgomaster of Barovia. It's easy enough that you could just grant it to someone else that's willing. So it's not hard if you decide you need to move on. But.
Yeah. So if I were to say hypothetically become the burgomaster and then send an invite to like a neighboring village's burgomaster to come over and then challenge him to a duel, would I then be able to travel between
No.
those two and be
I know
Burgermeister of
this will
both?
surprise you, but most of Barovia does not do the dueling inheritance of leadership thing. That is Village of Barovia
Okay.
specific.
Okay.
Balaki
Okay.
does
No
not
more
do it that
questions.
way. Balaki does not do it that way. They have a different thing.
Okay.
I think there's a
Thank you.
duke there or
Thank you for
something.
humoring me.
There's someone. Something. It's more traditional in it's more bloodline based.
Okay.
But
Understood.
there's good. It would be a good end around if that were the case, because then you'd get more regions you could go. But what if they didn't touch?
Right.
So you could, in theory, be there, but you can't actually get to there because the journey from it
Ooh.
complicated.
Yeah.
And with the
If you knew someone who could cast Dimension Door.
Dimension Door is not the spell that works in Barovia.
Oh. Oh,
Well, I guess it
interesting.
would if
Okay.
you're not trying to get out of Barovia. You know what? Maybe.
Huh.
But you give so the Dimension Doors, teleport also. Lot of those spells, lots of wizards tried early on to do that kind of stuff, and it always ended up being
I would imagine.
finding themselves kind of still stuck here. But you could get across Barovia, I suppose, with that.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Needless to say, I don't know. We need to bury our father. It needs to be in the cemetery. It would be useful for you all to help us with that, if you'd be so kind. Check the
course.
cemetery for spooky
Of course.
things, and then come back here and then we could have like a whole ceremony for him, and then have the town, and then they'd know. Oh God, they're gonna chant Ismark the Lesser. They're gonna chant Ismark the Lesser unless we do this. Okay, so we can't reveal that my brother is the Burgermeister until we deal with this. Otherwise, unless he's done something important, they're going to tease him. So if you want to do that, great. If not, it's still okay. I'll still pack you some provisions, and you can go on to this Tani. But it is getting late, and I do have the sugar belly. So.
Well, I have no problem with this. I don't have anything else on my schedule. How about y'all?
Nope.
Yes.
This is the schedule.
Yes.
Alright,
Exactly, Mwezi-Mwezi.
upstairs is a little bit occupied with myself, my brother, and my father's dead bodies in the appropriate rooms, but there is plenty of couches and divans that you can relax upon and lounge to rest here. Is there anything else I can get you before I retire as well?
You know, a place with any good, decent scrap metal that I can work on?
The scrap
Make
metal
a-
that
make-
you can work on.
Yeah, like a smithy or something. You know, just want to.
Do not have a smithy
Make some
in town,
stuff.
but you could. All right, there's a whole section of town that's pretty much uninhabited, and they will have various bits of like wrought iron and things in them if you want to go looting. It's nighttime, so might get in if a skeleton might come and get you, but like you all seem like you can
okay.
handle yourselves.
Yeah, no, I wasn't really thinking looting so much as just regular above the board craft stuff. It's okay. I'll
You can
look
check
into it.
in with tomorrow. There is a gentleman, Bill Draft's Mercantile, Bill Draft Cantemir. You can check in with Bill Draft, and he might have some better things. He's like the main shopkeep. He's at
Thank
least going to be able to tell you if there is anything useful to you. There's maybe something he needs.
appreciate it.
Belladonna, Mwezi-Mwezi, Esther, Scratch. I feel like we had a great first day. Thank you so much for coming into my home, and thank you for not letting me burn to death in a fire. I appreciate that. Sometimes true friends
You are
need
so welcome.
need to burn you alive and then bring you back. And if they bring you back, that's how you know that they are true friends.
Still true cousin.
Okay, good night. Do not go down into the cellar, not because there is anything dangerous or scary down there. It's just that is Ismark's workout room, and it is not smell very good. It is pretty bad down there. So do not go down there.
Appreciate that.
It's where he does his weight lift. And
I know, I gotta go smell that. I
mean, you are
What it
done.
says.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'll try to sneak it like at some point in the night when it's small, but yeah, I gotta smell that.
So Arena retires upstairs, and you all have the home for the night. Do you all do anything before you go to bed?
Just the usual tinkering stuff.
Esther,
No,
Mwezi-Mwezi, Belladonna.
Just making an extra cozy bed on one of the sofas.
And I think
Nice
I'll
and
Belladonna will snoop around and see if there's any sort of private library and peek
give me-
at books.
Give me an
Not if
investigation
it's
check.
locked. Not necessarily if it's locked. She's not going to break into anything. But if there happens to be like a
Investigation
personal library.
check, and this will be essentially a luck check. There's not definitively a private library down here, but if you roll high enough,
No,
When
no. I
when
definitely-
Scratch sees her
Pardon.
wandering, when Scratch sees her wandering off, she drops her tinker tools and like just follows. Like, oh, what's going on?
you can also roll an investigation check if you follow Belladonna in their search for book related things.
Yeah, I got an unnatural one. I think Belladonna opens a curtain and there's just a brick wall behind it, and she's like, "Well, I give up. Actually, never mind."
As Belladonna's looking at the brick wall, Scratch, who rolled a 24 total, sees something.
There's not like a library or anything like that, but there are collections of books. Most of those books seem to be like fictions, the kinds of things that Scratch might be interested in simply because you're in a new place. You don't know anything about Barovia. Everything can provide insight on there. You do find you do find a particular book, Scratch, and I'm going to message this to you and decide if you decide to just pocket it or not. Because it is since you were the
Awesome.
one who discovered it. So
All
I'm
right.
gonna DM you and decide if you just pocket it or not. I need a stealth check from Mwezi-Mwezi for their late night downstairs sniff.
Chop energy right there.
5.
5. You don't do
Oh,
it quietly.
yes.
It's so bad. I get there, I smell it. It's so bad, and I can't react. Like I just, why did I smell that? It just like lose control and very loudly thrashing around.
There's a bunch of clattering, but nobody wakes up. Arena is in a sugar coma. Ismark is in a liquor coma. Colion is dead. So like Esther or Belladonna, you could wake up at this. But with this waking up, Triple A Ron, are you going to reveal it now or hold on to it?
Oh, I'll hold on to it, but let's see what happens here.
Yeah.
So Scratch just pockets the book and is just like,
with the nighttime and Mwezi-Mwezi making a bunch of noise, and if maybe Esther or or Belladonna had begun to drift off or what have you. You're all gently woken up. I need a group perception check. Mwezi-Mwezi with disadvantage. Everyone else standard. And your exhaustion still isn't quite gone, Belladonna. It will be in the morning.
I know, because I haven't slept yet.
Esther is like, everyone here is so non-threatening. I don't need to wake up for anything, and rolls a natural 1.
Esther is
Natural
out.
1.
Mwezi-Mwezi does not.
Yeah.
I feel like there's no way anyone is gonna believe this. But I rolled a natural 20.
This is okay. Okay, you got a nat 20. Perfect.
This
I
is
believe
why,
it.
This is why I would want to have my second camera. I feel like I have extraordinarily good luck and extraordinarily bad luck, and no one ever.
No,
No, everyone always believes me. I don't believe me.
Yeah, I like
I'm
spicy
looking
die.
at it,
I like 20s and
believe
1s.
me.
20s and 1s. No one cares about a 12 or a 13. And 20 big losses and big wins. What did Scratch get on their perception check? You might be muted, Triple Aaron.
6. I imagine Scratch is still like peeking through the Kama Sutra.
Oh, well, I mean, you revealed.
That's what she found.
Yeah, so Scratch has a copy of the Barovian Kama Sutra. I haven't given it a cute name yet. But you all brought that up. There aren't officially books, but
I imagine that the illustrations have got to be one of two styles. Either like heavy woodcut gothic or like Edward Gorey.
That was literally gonna say Edward Gorey. I was gonna say it. I feel like that must be it. That has it because it was in my heart. I was gonna say it.
Scratch, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw as you paw through the Barovian.
Oh no! Is this like one of those cursed enchanted things?
Yep.
You said insight or no wisdom saving throw. All right. 10.
10 is not enough to do it. We will discuss what the repercussions of the obviously not going to be so dire, but pretty weird of this book.
Scratch is going to be overcome with eldritch knowledge of the Barovian Kama Sutra.
But it is so. Scratch currently fully enthralled. Esther and Mwezi-Mwezi unaware, either sleeping or too shocked / distant to hear it. But Belladonna, you hear this. And this is a good thing to end on. You, even though it's quiet, even though it's upstairs, even though it's in another room with a closed door, just let me in. All I want is to enjoy your company. Marina, please. And you can hear humming from Arena's voice. But and does Belladonna do anything about that? Overhearing Strahd's voice at a distance. It sounds like he might be outside, but outside upstairs.
And I can hear Arena humming inside.
Yeah, you can hear Arena humming inside. It sounds like she's not humming quietly. She's humming loudly.
Yeah, I might run and check on Arena. Like Belladonna's not fully sure what's going on. She's very startled, very disoriented by the thing, but instinct is to run up and check on Arena because that's no bueno. A haunting call from outside. Oh. and Sis is humming ominously in the attic.
As you get closer, you hear that Arena is humming loudly, and when you open the door, you can see that her face is buried in the bed, and she's got a pillow over her ears that she's got clasped in there, and she's humming as loud as she can. You recognize that Belladonna is like a kid's nursery rhyme that's just a Barovian like classic folk nursery rhyme, a big ring around the rosies kind of energy, and everything. And you see in the window, hovering there, hair like flowing behind them, like there's like a wind source coming from him, even though he's like staring through the kind of iron, the wrought iron like grating of this window that is currently closed, but there is no glass on it. And he can be like, "Oh, it seems we're joined by a friend, Tatiana. Hello, Belladonna. So good to see you so soon. If you could just invite me in, I would very much enjoy a conversation with both of you."
Is there any ivy around this window?
Yes, because this is
Like
a wet
scraggly
environment.
growth?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or any sort of brambly anything.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the environment that would have ivy growth on things. So yes.
Okay. I'm going to play around a little bit here with Druidcraft cantrip I
Okay.
have here on hand. I'm going to encourage. There's 5 options technically. I'm going to mix a little bit of the 2. I hope you let me play with it a bit here.
Okay.
But I will have the vines kind of overcome as the bloom effect, try to have them cover, create a disturbance there, and I will also add a sensory effect of nightingale songs to cover up the sound, but something that's native and familiar, but not as haunting maybe as an owl or raven. So
okay. I don't think I
just
want you
something
to roll
to
for
kind
this.
of
I just like
create
it.
a visual in between
Yeah,
to kind of help block it out.
I think I just like this, so I think I'm just gonna let this happen.
I don't think
I think
there's
it's
a
perfect.
role for it anyway.
There's not a
I
role
think
for it anyway. It's something you could just kind of do. So we're just saying they happen at the same exact time as the ivy sort of grows and the nightingale song sort of almost increases its noise or increases its volume, like in step with the blooming and blockade. All right, but don't worry, I'll be back, Tatiana. And then you're pretty sure, you can kind of see through the ivy that Strahd is sort of like hovering away. And then he says, "Bat," and then becomes a bat and flies away.
He loses the accent to say that.
Bat. That's how you say the word bat in Barovia. Bat. Regardless. And so Arena is still covering her head with a pillow, humming the song very loudly. She could not perceive any of this because she is very much trying not to perceive anything. And in this moment, now that Arena's in her nightgown, her dress, like her sleepy moo-moo,
Sleepy Moon. How'd you know my high school nickname?
Belladonna, you see that Arena has 2 bite marks on the side of her neck where the scarf / cloak would have been covering it, that are conducive to someone draining her of some of her life force, a vampire bite of some kind. And that is where we will end this session of Curse of Strahd, with yet another appearance by the dulcet tones of Strahd von Zarovich, and all of your bellies filled with pastries and candies and liquor and cream. just everyone's gonna feel so good in the morning. And nostrils aflame with Ismark's workout juice remnants. His hulking musk, if you will. Yeah, that's it for this session. Good meeting with Arena. Truly an excellent thing. Glad she's not dead. Absolutely load-bearing NPC. I appreciate the two people that could prevent her from dying quickly did. Again, I had a plan for it.
She stabbed me.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, it is on her. I think we all agree that she's the one responsible for it. So
Definitely. I mean, she is quite actively, and there's nothing wrong with you guys just breaking into her house and tossing her dad's corpse a little bit. But there's no that's not
exactly
an instigating act. But let's go round the table. JC, where can people find you on the internet?
I am online on Blue Sky and Beach.City in the Fediverse as Chimerror. Yeah, that's about it. Maybe one day I'll have an update on game development, but that's how it goes.
For now, that's how it goes. Sunfye, where can people find you on the interwebs?
You can find me on TikTok at Sunfire D&D.
You can find them there. That is where I find them.
That's where I live.
It is where you live. Triple A-Rom, where can people find you?
Mostly YouTube for now.
Mostly YouTube at Triple A-Ron on the old YouTubes. And I don't know, Betty Buzzsaw, where could people potentially find you on the internet, or how should people find you?
Probably between your last dungeon and the city you fast traveled to, stuck on a rock.
Stuck on a rock, clipping, body shaking aggressively because it doesn't know where to settle on the map. Truly gonna break the game. And you can of course find me at Dying of Exposure here and other places at Dying of Exposure on the interwebs. And we'll be back with another Curse of Strahd for the special, and it was so perfectly timed, Valentine's Day episode of Curse of Strahd next week, next Monday. But until then, see you then, and eat some of those strawberry old lady candies. They're so good. They're so. If you haven't, you can just buy them. You can buy them on the internet.
You
can
can
get a big old bag.
You
of
really
them.
can. You can also get them at Winco, I think, in bulk.
In
Just
bulk, you
scoop 'em.
just
Scoop it, and then you
scoop it.
weigh it on a big. You scoop it into a big plastic bag, and you weigh it on a scale.
That is so grandma candy coated to do candy in bulk
Ooh,
at
grandma
a Winco.
candy coated.
Grandma candy coated. But until next time, bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.